All right, another question. Amazon doesn't seem to be as fair to resellers as they are to brands who sell direct the products that they make on Amazon. Why is this? What are your thoughts? Great question. I don't know if that's a completely fair assessment. I think Amazon's trying to be equally fair to both parties. And just so we're clear, the distinction is there are certain people that make things. Let's say it's D-brand skins for your phone. They manufacture the product, they bring it into the US, and then they sell it direct on Amazon, meaning they own their own Amazon store called D-brand skins, and they sell their products through it. They also obviously they have authorized retailers. They may also have some authorized e-commerce sellers, but probably very few if they have their own thriving store. That is a brand that sells direct. Amazon really does enjoy those relationships. It keeps their products cheaper because there's not many middlemen, which we'll call resellers. But nonetheless, Amazon does function well with resellers. So let's talk about that. A brand has a different hoops they have to jump through, right? Because they're making the thing, and obviously they are authorized to sell their thing. When you're a reseller, Amazon has to add a few hoops. That's why it can feel unfair to a reseller. They've got to make sure that you have authorization to sell that product on their website, that it was purchased from a credible source or a reputable source. They have to make sure it's not stolen or counterfeit. Obviously, a brand is not going to steal their own items and sell them. So it does and can feel unfair, but I don't think it's that Amazon's trying to give resellers, the cold shoulder or make it more difficult. I think it's more difficult by the nature of the business. So there's the answer on that. A reseller is a great way to get into Amazon. There's not many people that make a product here in the US. So typically, a person who's doing Amazon, by the way, there's 9.6 million sellers according to Amazon's own reports that they give to the SEC. So that's a cool way you can verify some of what I'm telling you is that since Amazon's a publicly traded company, they have to give quarterly investor reports. And a lot of the information I get comes straight from Amazon and is sort of under the purview of the SEC. So I believe it's very trustable. So there's lots and lots of sellers and there's lots of resellers. If you're going to be a reseller, the key to this game is clean documentation. Really keep track of everything, even your bills of ladings. You need to know what freight carrier is being used for every one of your shipments. This is all standard procedure for Amazon, and they're trying to flush out drop shippers, ghost accounts, and little tiny operations doing it out of their home that maybe they don't have I don't know if they're trying to flesh them out, but it is more difficult if that's what you're doing. So if you don't have that capacity, get a third-party logistics company. We have one. There are many great ones that can really help you, with all of those challenges, and you'll be just fine.